Everybody, it's time to slow down the Steph Curry Finals MVP talk, and it's time to talk about the true superstar on the Warriors, and that is Andrew Wiggins.
The guy has one bad game, and you're already putting him in your doghouse, bro. Come on, man.
Come on, man. You know I'm talking shit, but
you?
Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins. What are you gonna say now? Oh, Andrew Wiggins. He already took Luka, on the top of my boys crew.
Fuck Ja Morant. It's all about Andrew Wiggins.
Fuck
now.
everybody. Hero. Yeah.
Look, I got praise for both fellas, so I'm gonna start with the Andrew Wiggins praise. After these 5 games. You're gonna hear a lot about his consistency in the finals and the playoffs, but especially the finals. So let's give a look here at this man's. Oh, what the hell, Stat Muse? They just totally fucked it up right now. I just had it, now I can't even reload.
All right, cancel the episode. Cancel the episode. You know what? Cancel the finals.
Cancel the finals. Why? Because Boston's not gonna win no more.
Yeah, I mean, you think you're insulting me, man? I've already been insulted, man, ever since the Heat lost. So I'm like,
well, so now you're gonna be wrong 2 times in a row.
I mean, no, not really, because I had Golden State making it to the finals.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, making it to the finals? Yeah, yes. We said who's gonna win the finals. You jump board and went to Boston. Little fake ass.
I mean, shit, man. Boston got some bad bitches. Yeah, that's it.
Do they?
They do.
He's like, I can confirm.
Boston University, Harvard.
Yeah,
some bad bitches there, man. Smart, intellectual, freaky bitches.
Alright, let's talk about Andrew Wiggins. Look, guys, the man has averaged 18.4 points, 9.4 rebounds, 1.6 assists in 5 games in the finals. Like, those aren't pop out, stand out from the paper numbers, but his influence on this series, on the Warriors' winning chances, has been significant. So we got to give the man his flowers. I had the Warriors winning the finals, but I had put it on besides Steph's shoulders. I said, Steph, this is going to be his time, and it has been. I thought, and like a lot of other people, that Klay Thompson was going to be showing up in these finals. And he's been a little, but in his place was not Jordan Poole. It was Andrew Wiggins. And Andrew Wiggins has been showing up not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. So shout out to him. Had to talk about him early on in today's episode and game reaction because this was his game. Steph has fucking destroyed it in these first 4 games of the finals. And now today was the Andrew Wiggins game. I think we can all agree on that.
And we could all agree that both of these teams shot like complete ass.
They did.
From 3.
Now, okay. All right. Before we talk about how bad the teams did from 3, and especially Steph Curry, I just got to show this graphic because I saw this on Insta and I just felt some type of way, and I was like, we have to appreciate. I don't care if you're a fan of the guy, a fan of the team, hate them, love them, whatever. If you love basketball, if you love the sport of basketball, and this goes for any sport, you have to appreciate and you have to love when you witness like historic performances. You know what I mean? And in the first 4 games, before he fucking played like ass tonight, Steph Curry was averaging 34.3 points per game. On 50% field goal percentage, 49% from the 3, and 85.7% from the free throw. And I saw this before the game started, and I was just like, this is insane. Because this guy is not Wilt, Shaq, Russell. He's not playing close to the rim. Does he drive a lot? Yes, and it is kind of underrated, his driving game and his mid game. But the guy is a shooter. Like, he is at least probably off the top 50% of his shots, I'm going to assume, around there are... I don't know how to describe it right now. I just blank. But like shooting shots, you know what I mean?
No,
they're not layups. They're not drives. They're not free throws or a good chunk of free throws. And I was thinking, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, man, what if Curry can keep this up in Game 5, Game 6, well, however many games this finals goes for, and if he can average, because let's be honest, 85.7% free, that's amazing free throws. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But for Steph, like he can average 90%. And I was thinking, man, 49% from 3. What if he ends these finals on 50, 50, 90? Like, there's the 50, 40, 90 club. Imagine averaging in the finals 50, 50, 90. However, Those chances have significantly decreased because after his horrendous game tonight, what was he from the 3 tonight? 0 for 9. 0 for 9.
Hey, at least I could finally have something in common with Steph Curry. If I step out there on the court, my ass will probably go 0 for 9 too. I'm like, shit. So
no, facts. It brought his average down from a 3-point from 49% to 41.7, basically 42%. And his field goal went from 50% to 46.6. Now, I'm not going to lie, and his free throw also went down to 83.3.
How dare he? Pretty much.
Because at the very least, I would have liked him if he didn't hit the 50-50-90 club. Like, if he could finish these finals 50-40-90. What?
This all goes against Andrade's agenda, you know, for everybody a mandate for everybody to ride Steph Curry's dick by the end of these finals.
Look, that's funny because I was gonna say it. Like, I know there's gonna be people in the comments like, "Oh, he's dick riding Curry, like he's bandwagoning the Warriors," but like, nah, bro, we're witnessing,
have his kid,
beautiful basketball. And if you're gonna hate on that, then you're just a fucking hater. Like, I'm not. This is not my Heat team. This is not my favorite player. This is not Wade or LeBron. You know, I'm just naming players that are like, you know, some of my faves. But I gotta appreciate, and I love when I'm witnessing greatness. You know what I mean? And right now, Steph Curry, and he's 34, man. We're not gonna have too many of these years left. Let's be honest.
You're right.
We have to like embrace. Just like a couple years ago, everybody was like, "Yo, we gotta start appreciating LeBron." It's like, bro, all our like iconic superstars are like fading away into the sunset. You know what I mean? Messi, Cristiano, Steph Curry, LeBron. Who am I missing? The Williams sisters. Like Serena is retired. Like she goes back and forth.
Man,
Tiger. Like, it's like all these phenomenal greats. Logan Paul. And I'm just imagine for boxing.
Logan Paul.
McGregor. Like, what happened to McGregor, yo? Like,
yeah. I mean, no, yeah, man.
But yeah, I just gotta say, just appreciate it, guys. Just appreciate it. But all right, let's get back to today's game.
I thought, you know, you were saying that you're witnessing greatness. I thought I was going to witness some greatness today off Jayson Tatum and the Celtics, because I'm
I'm going to ask you a serious question right now.
I'm not a Celtics fan, so no.
I know.
Definitely
but there have been a lot of talks lately. I don't know if you're aware of, is Jayson Tatum a superstar or a star? And a lot of talks are like, okay, what is a superstar? I'm gonna agree. I agree with Rick Bucher and Colin Cowherd, and there's a couple other people with these opinions, but these are the two that stood out to me from what I've heard in the past couple of days, because they spot on with what I agree with. Superstar, that term has been slightly overused these past few years, and we have talked about this before. And there's stars, which are like all stars, you know, like in the game of basketball, and they can play great. Then there's superstars, where like it's next level. Those are like the Mount Rushmore of the current times and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, undisputable, and they're known. Like, I remember Joy and Colin talked about this. Like, they're like a Messi or LeBron, where you can go up to anybody in the street and you're like, oh, name me a player from like anything. You know, tennis, like Roger Federer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't watch tennis, but I know who Federer is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, is Jayson Tatum a superstar though? And even without the brand popularity or like those crossover recognition, like, just play.
I would like to say, and Celtics fans might feel insulted for me saying this, but I put Jayson Tatum in the same category as Jimmy Butler, a B-tier superstar.
I was going to say Butler, but I don't know if you're going to agree. Say that.
A star that can elevate his play, you know, for periods of time to superstar level, but he's not right there yet, you know, in undisputed superstar territory.
You say yet.
I say he is.
You think he can actually reach it?
He can. He's still very young, man.
See,
if he was 28, 29, then I'm like, no. I'm like, no.
I thought it was spring chicken, though.
That is, but, you know.
But, shit, no, I feel you on that.
You already got all your seasoning right there, man.
Colin straight up said, he did his whole soliloquy on Superstar, and Jayson Tatum was like the main subject. He's like, listen to me right now. Jayson Tatum, for the next 10 years, will be a phenomenal all-star star in the NBA, will never be a superstar. He's like, mark my words. And I was like, Damn, Kyle Hurd. I not so sure about that. I can actually see what you mean, and I do think it's possible, but I for certain can't say because he's only 24.
And this is only his first finals.
That's another thing.
Yeah, man. I'm like, look.
But I don't know, man. Giannis reached his first finals and motherfucker got finals MVP.
Yeah,
brought a championship after 50 years.
Yeah, but that was against your boy, the choker, CP3. So I'm like, come on, man. Are they going against chokers here? I'm like, no, they're not. They're going against some cocky motherfuckers at times. But, I mean, but they can close. I'm like, shit, when it comes to that. But what I was going to go back with Jayson Tatum is like, shit, man. In the third quarter, Boston came out with some fucking energy, man. Like, you know, the rotations were on point when it came to D. Jayson Tatum fucking coming out making 3 straight threes. And I'm like,
no, you're on point with that.
I'm like, yo.
I didn't expect that from Boston, to be honest.
I'm like, yo, oh shit, man. I thought the Warriors were a third quarter team, man. And then I'm like,
yeah.
Celtics are like, yo, hold my beer. But then the Warriors said, hold my beer. I'm a fourth quarter team. And then, like, yeah.
You know what saved it, though? What? I knew the Warriors were going to win when Jordan Poole made
Shut
that
the
three.
Fuck up, man. Nobody knew. Not even he knew that he was going to fucking make it.
I tweeted that in the last game that he did that too, where he did a buzzer beater. I think it was a third quarter too, maybe towards the end of the first half, but I think it was a third quarter three, like buzzer beater three. He did it again, and that three put the Warriors up to end the third quarter. And the Warriors' record, they have only lost one game when leading in the third quarter these entire playoffs. So I was like, oh shit, they locked it in. They got they're going into the fourth quarter up. It's over.
Just looking at it now at the end of the game, I just felt like it seems like the third quarter, the Celtics put like all their chips in the table. And you know, they just simply ran out of gas, man. The fourth quarter, they just came out flat. Coach Udoka, he seemed like, you know, to try to do the proper adjustments by putting Smart in the game like real quick, but
that's what I kept trying to warn you guys, man. Like, look, as great of a team Boston is, and I like them. I thought they're a better matchup out of the East compared to everybody else except the healthy Bucks. Best matchup for Golden State. However, I just put too much on experience, and that is what we are witnessing. If this game and last game will go down as prime examples of shit, Boston can even last game, some would argue they played better than Golden State, but they just couldn't, you know, lock it in. Golden State just has that experience. You guys, we have 4 fucking vets on this team, like Kerr as a coach and 3 Hall of Famers. Who those 4 combined? Who knows how many fucking finals we have together with those 4? And it just goes to show. And then Kerr, like, yeah, he's not on the court, but guess what? Now he's a finals, a guy who has finals experience as a fucking player and as a coach. And he's been to the finals with 2 different teams, the Bulls and the Spurs. Like, even Udoka, who's a phenomenal coach, I'm not gonna lie, he has rose up my rankings this year tremendously in terms of like top coaches in the NBA. And kind of like what Nick Nurse did when the Raptors had that hell of a year, and now I'm like, I respect Nick Nurse a lot. You're still going against a coach who has and such abundance of experience and knowledge and insight. You know, who knows what Steve Kerr has seen over all these fucking years? You know what I mean? And something that Steven Jackson, I think it was Steven Jackson pointed out, I think it was Steven Jackson, I might be wrong, was like, think about the fact that Steve Kerr, I don't know if he said is the only player, maybe, is the only person. I think, and when I thought about it, I was like, okay, I think I might be right, because it kind of makes sense. Only person that has been to the finals in 4 decades, 4 decades consecutively. Damn. 90s with the Bulls, 2000s with the Spurs, 2010s with the Warriors, and now in the 2020s with these Warriors.
That's an interesting stat,
right? And when I heard that, I was like, oh, I didn't think about that before. You know what I mean? And like, bro, you do anything for 4 decades, regardless of the gap between like each appearance and all that. And let's be honest though, I mean, in the 2010s he had a shit ton. In the 90s he had a good amount. Like, you do 4 decades in a row is like, come on, you know what I mean? And then now I really think, look, this is Boston's first back-to-back loss in these entire playoffs. So now that undefeated record, gone. And I really think that's going to do a lot for them mentally, to the point where I'm not gonna lie. I think Warriors are gonna end this in 6. I think this is too much. Back-to-back losses. Their spirits have been crumbled, stomped on. They couldn't. Yeah, they had a couple leads in this game, but in the fourth quarter, it was never close. Like, did they get close? Sure, but it didn't feel like they were really in it. You know what I mean?
Look, the Warriors
in the fourth quarter.
Yes, in the fourth quarter, because the Warriors were in control of the game for the whole first half, and then the third quarter, Boston, they briefly...
Yeah, they busted those wide open. I was like, oh, shit.
They took back control, but it seems like they ran out of gas, and, obviously, shit, man. You already know, man.
And I forgot who said this, but one of the commentators said, if the Warriors are winning this game with Steph Curry, who is their Finals MVP still... doing this bad, that says a lot. Yeah. It says a lot. And I think now, again, goes back to experience. Like, this is too much. Warriors know how to play this game. They know how to stay cool, calm, collected in the entire series of the finals. That's something Draymond has stressed over and over again. And guess what? It's not just that those three players like Klay, Steph, and Draymond have that understanding and insight, but it's like when you got 3 vets on your squad, 3 out of the fucking 8, 9, 10 players in rotation for the finals, like, that is gonna spread. You know what I mean? They can tell. They go like, yo, Andrew, like, it's cool, bro, you got this. You know what I mean? Yo, Jordan, you're gonna get it together, don't worry. Like, they're in the huddle, they're in the locker room, being able to calm any player who may have some anxiety, maybe feeling too much pressure, maybe having an off game. You know what I mean? And that shit goes a far way. Like, there's a reason Miami pays millions of dollars to fucking Udonis Haslem for barely stepping on the court, because his wisdom and conveying of messages goes so far in the locker room and on the floor. You know what I mean?
Dropping nuggets.
And these 3, bro, come on top of their gameplay. But Klay, bro.
Well, Klay,
can you please show up in Game 6?
Well, of course he is, man. Game 6.
It's not like he's doing terrible. He's been
Game 6.
What is he averaging? But he's not like doing ass.
Game 6, Klay is gonna shut you up, man, because that's a real thing.
That is true.
So,
and he even says some comment when someone asks him, is like, "Oh, I'll just YouTube Game 6 Klay." All right, so Klay has averaged 18 points, 2.6 rebounds, 2.0 assists. Not terrible. However, it's his field goal. It's his efficiency that's really like getting everybody on top of him, because he can do better than 18 points, let's be honest. But 38% field goal range, 36.7% from the 3. Klay can do better.
Yeah, man. It's actually making me reconsider. I should have worn black for the Celtics funeral.
That's what you get for jumping board. When did you jump board? After Game 2?
I think so. Game 2, Game 3. I'm still sticking with that. I think the Celtics can definitely...
You think the Celtics can win this in 7? Be honest.
If they can push it in 7, anything could happen.
Nah, bro.
I'm not.
Alright, do you think they're gonna lose in Game 6? Logically, like just no bias. I
don't think they're gonna lose Game 6.
You don't think they're gonna lose Game 6?
Even though I have like a gut feeling, it's like a thorn in my fucking gut that I think the Warriors are gonna go for the kill.
Oh, for sure. They don't want to risk a Game 7. They're gonna go for the kill. They're not. Again, this goes back to experience. They know we gotta dead this now.
I would hope that's like logically speaking, but in the past it has shown that the Warriors then get a little bit cocky and they leave that door open. But
but the thing is, Steph did ass, so I don't think they're gonna get cocky. You know what I mean?
Steph might pop off next game. Klay might pop off next game, but Wiggins and everybody else, they might play a complete.
I don't know if Wiggins will have another 25+ game, but like what he's averaging between 15 to 20 points, I expect out of Wiggins, and everything else he's doing on the floor, especially on the rebounding end, I expect that. Otto Porter Jr., his presence is doing well. Draymond Green, he came back tonight. He fucking showed up. I think he will continue to show up for the kill. And as long as Draymond Green, I'm sure he understands this, like, as long as he shows up in the final couple of games, his legacy is cool. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he was doing ass in the first half of the series, but it's all about how you close it out. And if Draymond just keeps having good to great games next couple of games, he'll be fine.
I mean, bro, he's still doing ass in my opinion, man. He's like, bro, doesn't like the guy have like more fouls than points?
Yeah, some shit like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but he is doing phenomenal on defense.
Okay.
He's part of the reason that like Tatum and Brown haven't been able to pop off as they probably should. And then shout out again also to not again but also to Gary Payton II and Jordan Poole, man. Together they put up 29 points.
I think Gary Payton II should deserve more credit actually when it comes to
for today,
for holding down
the bench.
No, not the bench, but yeah, holding down on defense because he's usually. But anyways, guys, what you guys think, man? Celtics fans, you guys think you're gonna extend this to 7 games? Warriors fan, are you guys already planning your parade already in San Fran? Let us know what you guys think.
It's over, guys. I'm sorry, Celtics fans. I hate to break it to you. You guys can hate in the comments, but this series is over. Golden State is gonna take it in Boston, and it's gonna deplete a lot of Boston fans. They're gonna be angry, but that's just the name of the game.
Hey, man,
experience. However, in that reaction, I'll tell you guys, hey, it's the first run, mad experience for the young players. You guys have a bright future ahead.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just getting you guys ahead of time.
And bring the off season, man. Pat Riley, man, going whale hunting, man. Let's go.
Like, bring some big fish to South Beach.
I want to know where Zach LaVine is going. I just want to know that. I would love for him to go to Miami.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Donovan Mitchell, stay away. Stay away from Miami, bro.
No, man. Nah, man. Hero, Duncan, you can go to Utah. You bring me Donovan. Let's go.
Let me tell you right now, Erwin, I've told you this off camera. Donovan Mitchell in the Heat is not going to win you a championship.
Of course not. There's going to be plenty of other moves that are going to follow it to build the appropriate roster that will get set championship.
Unless we get a serious big man. No. Now, Joel.
Lord, man, you're living on like La La Land, bro. Like, you gotta give me those edibles that you're fucking, fucking God, man. There's no way in God or whatever you fucking believe in, the Joel Embiid is coming down to Miami. All right.
I don't know about next season, but he's coming.
No,
he's coming
because that douchebag known as Daryl Morey. He's gonna ask for the whole fucking team. He's gonna be like, all right, Miami, you want Joel Embiid? All right, I want Tyler Hero. I want Bam Adebayo.
Joel Embiid is gonna pull an AD.
I want
Ben Simmons.
I want Jimmy Butler. I want a lifetime. I want a lifetime supply of Cuban coffee. And you know what, Mickey Harrison? I want 98% of your company in Carnival.
How many times have we seen player empowerment these past few years?
Yeah, Daryl Morey.
He's gonna pull an AD. Yeah. Ben Simmons.
Daryl Morey's
who am I missing that fucking forced to trade? I'm missing someone major. Kawhi. And then there's someone else that I was thinking, but yeah, Kawhi is one of them. And come on, all he has to do is that. Get on their nerves. Fucking Philadelphia already did it with Ben Simmons. They'll do it again. With Joel is much more important, obviously. But like, hey man, create enough of a headache. And Pat Riley, maybe he'll blackmail him with something behind the scenes. I don't know, cause sometimes I don't know how Pat Riley be pulling off these fucking trades. And you put those two together.
That'd be amazing.
Boom, Joel Embiid in Miami, and then give him everybody. I don't give a fuck.
Man, give him
anybody but Butler. Give him Lowry.
No one wants Lowry's fat ass. Anyways, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate.
Apologies for the heat rant, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we've been holding it in. At least I've been holding it in this whole finals. Sometimes you gotta go.
I love witnessing these Warriors, man. I love how they play basketball. That's how you play basketball. Reminds me of old school Spurs. I'm so glad they don't have Kevin Durant anymore. That's what I'll say in my takeaways for the finals. Nice. They used to get a lot of shit having KD, and I agree that like it made things a little too lopsided, but I feel like that clouded too much of the 2015 and 2016 Warriors. Like the Warriors know how to play true basketball, like real fundamental basketball, passing. Like I said, Spurs, Popovich, Duncan, Parker, Ginobili days.
Yep.
And we're getting that again with these Warriors. You know what I mean? Are they a little Steph heavy? Yes, but it's all working beautifully. It's all fluid.
You got that right, guys. Anyways, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now, later.
Take care.